Okay guys, let's do some neon French with a twist. I'm using the Gel Obsessions Teddy, Khloe and Ola. I think Teddy and Ola are a beautiful combo. So you're going to need some fine line brushes and a brush to clean up any messy work. So these come in a 5-pack from the Gel Obsession. They are pretty cheap, to be honest with you, but they are my go-to brushes. You will see a lot of posts on them. So I'm just going to use the flat-headed oval brush. This is just to clean up my lines. And then I'm going to use my fine liner. So I'm going to do these on a long tip so you can see nice and clearly. So I'm just going to give that tip a little bit of a buff and just check that that shape's nice. So I'm going to come in with Khloe. Khloe is a hema-free builder gel. But I'm not going to build my apex with this. I just want the colour. I don't need to build anything because it's just on a press on. But I will do a video on how to use builder gel correctly as well, because the application is different for builder gel. Let's give that a cure. Okay, so I did my second layer off camera. So I'm going to come in now with my applicator brush from Teddy. You can use your fine liner if you find that easier, but I just find it easier to use the brush and then clean up with my cleanup brush. So I'm coming in at a 90-degree angle and I'm just pulling the product down, making sure that line's nice and crisp, turning it to double check and then give it a cure. Okay, let's give that a second layer. And this is where we can clean up any lines that are not quite right as well. Just making sure that's nice and even cover. That's better. And then I'm going to pop it into cure. Okay, so now I'm going to use Ola. And I'm going to come in. And I'm going to come just where I want my line to go. I'm going to pull out, but then I'm going to pull up towards the cuticle area. And then I'm going to fill that in. I'm going to be very gentle not to go over my line. There we go. Quite happy with that. And then I'm going to use my fine line brush and I'm just going to crisp out that edge. I'm going to pull down and resting my little finger so I've got a little bit more control of my brush. And gently pulling down. And now I'm going to come across and I'm going to pull up very gently. There we go. And then I'm just going to check that I'm happy with where my positioning is. And again, if you make a little mistake, just use your cleanup brush. This brush is an absolute godsend. It just makes those lines super crisp. But I think as well that sometimes, even if your line is not out, the brush just gives that real clean edge. It's cure. Okay, so I'm just going to second layer that now. I'm being very careful not to mess up my lines. And then coming back down. But again, don't overthink it. You can clean up with your brush. This is the part where you need to be super, super gentle because it's such a delicate line. And then cure. Okay. So I'm really happy with that. I'm going to give that a top coat and then we'll give that a cure. But it's just so much quicker with the applicator brush, isn't it? Pop that in. Okay. So I'm just going to shape that a little bit, but that is pretty much us done. If you have any questions, drop me a comment and I'll get back to you. And I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Bye.